There are a number of compelling reasons why people should study criminology. It's a fascinating subject. It is challenging, it is critical, it's complex, and it's contested the world over. And so that makes it one of the most dynamic disciplines to study in higher education. Most of all, it's real. It happens in the real world, to real people. So the knowledge and understanding that's gained from studying criminology can be tested and applied in the real world, not just as a student, but as a practitioner, as a policymaker, as a stakeholder in the criminal justice system, long after graduation. And it's this real nature of criminology that makes it so exciting, makes it so engaging for students. It makes it emotive. It makes it so stimulating to study, to manipulate this knowledge, to try to understand what's happening in terms of how we define crime, how we explain crime, how we should respond to crime. And in the process of becoming engaged, students become more employable as well, because they develop a series of personal transferable skills and experiences which they can take with them after they've left university. And so for those reasons, and probably many others, that's why I'd encourage people to study criminology. Well, in our criminology textbook, we use the concept of the ABC student to try to encourage effective, engaged and employable learning and the generation of knowledge. The ABC approach means always be critical. So we're challenging students to always be critical of everything that they read, that they see, that they hear and that they do in relation to their study of criminology. And by critical, we don't mean dismissive. We don't mean overly negative. What we mean is a challenging approach, an active approach, the manipulation of information, the application of understanding and knowledge to the real world, analysis, evaluation, ultimately creating new arguments, new theories, new knowledge and understanding. So in this respect, ABC, always be critical, is a mindset. It's an attitude to studies. It's a way to travel on a journey towards deeper understanding of criminological issues. Well, in our book, we use this concept of the E3 student to apply to students who are effective, engaged and employable throughout and following their studies. What lecturers want, in my view, are students who are active, who are strategic, who are critical. So, for example, they adopt the ABC, always be critical approach that I've previously talked about, and who are ultimately independent. So what we're looking for is a cohort of dynamic, modern students who can think for themselves, who can manipulate and critique and create knowledge and understanding within their learning sessions and independently outside of these study times. And the E3 approach is very useful in this regard. So what I'm talking about in terms of effectiveness is a student being strategic and proactive in their studies, particularly, considering carefully and critically everything that they're doing in order to enhance their knowledge and why they're doing this. Similarly, engagement. An engaged student is engaged mentally and physically in their studies. It means a commitment to study and a commitment to university life and the student experience. So becoming involved in academic studies through, for example, identifying and working with travel partners, but also becoming involved in broader university life, extracurricular activities, social activities, sporting activities, university societies, for example. And effectiveness and engagement feed into employability, which is a skill, an attribute that's developed by students across their university studies. It isn't just something that happens at the end. So students should be constantly thinking about developing personal transferable skills and experiences that can build a CV. This could be work experience, this could be volunteering, this could be academic skills, this could be extracurricular activities. All of these things build a rounded CV and a rounded looking student,